It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Well, for Atlanta, they continue to pile up the wins. Only one loss in weeks. They expect to win every time they take the court. And the Atlanta Hawks losing some major talent over the last few seasons. You're talking about Horford, Millsap, Teague. Kenny, the rebuild is definitely on.
Well, it's hard to see fans struggle, watching their team. They're sitting there paying a lot of money, and things aren't getting the results that they want. But the youth movement was needed in Atlanta. They had to start over, and so these are the consequences.
This team already has a strong system in place. Most teams don't want to be stuck in the middle. I think, Ernie, that's why they hit that reset button.
That's it for us for now. We send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Are setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. The Cavaliers are out at Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And folks, Taurean Prince will not be in the lineup, out with the injury.
Yeah, Kevin, no more uncertainty about the seriousness of the injury. Well, we only got a preliminary diagnosis after he came out of that previous game, but now they sound sure about it, and hopefully we see him back on the court in less than a month.
Well, everyone who watched his last game cringed when he went down. Glad to hear that the injury is not season-ending.
Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith out there with Larry Nance. Then there's Sexton. And it's Zizic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Sexton kicks to Nance. Down low. It's tipped. And the rejection by Collins. But they'll get another chance. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Nance. Jacks up a 3. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Nance.
The timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Young outside. Bazemore passes to Carter. A three-pointer off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The open look here for Sexton. Offline with his 3. And so Bazemore will bring it up for Atlanta. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Heat in Miami.
And, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And here's Young after J.R. Smith getting his 3 to go. Atlanta again missing. Here's Osman. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Osman's got his first bucket of the night. They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin, on this trip. They can't continue to come up empty.
Now here is Carter. His last outing, he had 8 points. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Now here's Sexton, defended by Young. Zizic kicks to Osman, poked away. 5 on the clock. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Now here's Bazemore. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Carter outside, back to Young. And the 3-ball is good.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
Now here's Sexton, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Zizic passes to Sexton. Passes to Zizic. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Smith, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. To the inside, Carter. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. J.R. Smith picks one up.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Now, here is Smith. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. Over Carter. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Hawks trail it.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Now here's Bazemore. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That drive by Carter. Over Nance. And it's Carter missing. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, you know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
And Atlanta has possession after the Cavaliers pick up 3.
Well, that's tough defense in the paint, harassing him every step of the way.
Here's Collins. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Now, here's Sexton, defended by Young. Down low, here's Nance. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Nance has got his first 2 points. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, taking a look at Atlanta. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, Cleveland, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for the Hawks, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings Doris to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is, the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals.
Here's Zizic. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Now, here's Dedmon. It's a 3-point game. Makes it off the glass. Dedmon's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And the Cavaliers were strong, Doris, but ultimately were overmatched by the Warriors.
And think about their journey to the finals, Kevin. In the East, they had 2 series go to 7 games. LeBron James, think about how many years he has played basketball so deep into June. He had played 82 games in the regular season for the first time in his career. And the bottom line was, the Warriors entered the season as the prohibitive favorites and ultimately end up champions.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's Sexton, defended by Young. Osman kicks to Zizic. Now, here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. To the middle. Pass to Osman. Lets the 3 fly. Atlanta with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
They slept-walked through that entire effort. Way too much talent on the roster for them to let that happen.
Here's Osman. He's got 7. Zizic passes to Sexton. In the corner, Smith with it. And another miss by Cleveland.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Nance against Bazemore. And finished off by Collins.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Nance. Hood comes in for J.R. Smith. Clarkson, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And George Hill's subbed in for Sexton. Now, here is Hill. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game, and it doesn't even draw iron.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
It's deflected.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
To end the drought. No good on that one. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Lloyd Pierce. David.
Well, Kevin, he told me that even though they've won the first 2 games of this season series, they've been fortunate to come out on top, especially against a team that's so disciplined on offense. He said, we can never relax on D. We will pay for those lapses. We'll see if they can stay on point tonight and get another win. Kevin?
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting every single shot. It's going to take a lot of effort on D, but they can't give up those easy baskets.
I think it has to be a physical, aggressive brand of defense. And if that means giving them a few extra trips to the line, I think they can live with that. Here's Len following the score by Cleveland. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Lynn. That's really good defense by Channing Frye. I mean, he may not be as agile as he once was, but he understands angles. Spellman out to the wing. Herter. He's covered by Clarkson. Herter. And at last, they get one to fall.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
Clarkson with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Len grabs the board.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. The Hawks second.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Now, here's Frye. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good on the shot. And so Lynn will bring it up for the Hawks. To the paint, Spellman. And the call will be against George Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Boy, it picks up that second foul very early in this game. He's going to have to tread lightly for the rest of this half. 1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Left side, Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. He can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Stolen. And here we go. Fast break. Lynn's got it. That's tipped. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Hood against Anderson. Hood drives in. Right side Hill. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Yeah, this guy takes a ton of three-pointers. George Hill is a knockdown shooter from deep. Lynn looking it over. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
The Hawks trailing. So on the floor for Cleveland. Channing Frye out there with Zizic. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Hill in at the 1. Kicks to Anderson. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Lynn against Hill. 5 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Pass to Zizic. Over to the wing. And Fry kicks to Hood. And there's the pass to Clarkson. That's tipped. Out to the right wing. From the corner. Atlanta with the rebound. Len's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Alex Len, Doris, drafted number 5 overall. He shows flashes and has the physical ability.
This is why scouting is such a tricky business. You can see some raw talent, and then you have to wait for that talent to develop. Alex Len has the length that teams are looking for, but you also need to have floor spacing to operate your offense efficiently, and traditionally, that hasn't been part of Len's game.
And it goes down 2 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count that one.
Yeah, Rodney Hood not bashful about knifing into the teeth of the defense, given his quickness and length. Very comfortable operating down there.
And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
I think we know this about Rodney Hood, Kev. He will play hard on both ends of the floor, and he's a lethal shooter from range.
Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Tries a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Outside Hill. Back to Fry. Sinks that one from the post.
Really nice job by Fry. Gets hit, maintains his focus, able to complete the play.
Lynn finds Anderson. Now here's Len. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Nance is checked in.
One shot behind the lanes.
That free throw good from Len. More and more we're hearing the term positionless basketball, Doris, but it's not an entirely new concept. I remember Jerry West, for example, talking about it a couple decades ago.
Well, I think Jerry West talking about it is about there are certain guys historically who could play in any era. Jerry West would be there. Rick Barry would be another one. So certainly this has been a topic discussed in the past. I think why it's so important in today's day and age, the NBA has become a switch-heavy league, and that's on the defensive end. And therefore, teams like Boston and others are building their roster around guys who are switchable and versatile. It's become an almost necessity in today's NBA.
Great perspective. That free throw good from Hood.
Well, even with bouncing around last season with the trade, Rodney Hood continued to improve his shot and his percentages. And when his shot is falling, boy, he can be a handful.
Herter, guarded by Fry.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Hill passes to Fry. Now Hood. 6 points for him. It's good, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Fry. Doors with Hood, he gives you so much with his height at that wing spot.
Right, Kev, because at 6'8", he doesn't have a problem getting off his shot, and as long as there's touch and consistency, he is a huge threat.
Herter, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats here for George Hill. How last month turned out for him? He's getting around 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers with some changes. J.R. Smith's checked in for Rodney Hood. Osman comes in for Clarkson. And it's Sexton in for George Hill. And he ends up missing both free throws. Passes it to Young. And here's Carter. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. It's stolen by Nance. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
Herter. Poked loose.
That's simply not aggressive enough. Needs to show grit and determination, and didn't on that one.
Here's Osman. 7 points in the game. Fry, good.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
And Young kicks to Carter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Carter's got 6 points.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
No good from Fry. Atlanta leading by 3. Now here is Carter. 6 points for him. Buries it from 3-point range.
I think you could see early on that he was really with a rhythm and flow tonight, and now he's really starting to take off.
Sexton kicks to Fry. Buries the long-range jumper. Fry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Cavs.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Carter on the wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Sexton with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Vicious to Dedmon. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I'll tell you, with that being his second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Atlanta. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Doris, we've seen how much organizations set the tone, set the culture from the top on down. What common traits have you seen among successful team ownership?
Well, boy, oh boy, so many, I think. Obviously, there has to be some level of financial commitment. You have to be willing to hire good talent. You have to be willing to hire coaches that you believe either developmentally are going to have a bright future, or if you're hiring an experienced coach with championship pedigree, are you willing to pay those types of positions? What is your commitment to the non-traditional aspects that we've seen take a more informed role in how decisions are made. What is your analytics department made up of? What is your nutrition, your strength and conditioning, your training program? Are you hiring top-level professionals across the board? And then to me, it's always about, there's a great quote that says, any organization is defined by the worst behavior tolerated at the top of the leadership position. I think Tyronn Lue, as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
He had a nice open look right there. Fry's got 13 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Carter. And finished off by Collins.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
So much tenacity. Really tries to outwork everyone around him.
Atlanta leading by 3. Bazemore on the wing. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Dedmon's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Osman. 7 points in the game. Smith outside. And he banks in the layup. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Here's Young. And Dedmon throws it down.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Yeah, he saw he had a huge opportunity to help his team. Score is tight-knit, and he comes through.
And Fry kicks to Nance. And Sexton has it in the corner. Floats one. And stolen by Dedmon. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Bazemore. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Now it's a 5-point Atlanta lead. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Sexton the pass to Fry. Carter against Smith. Back to Fry. He dishes it to Smith. Shot clock at 5. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Carter. He kicks to Dedmon. Back to Carter. Now, here is Young. D right on him. Bazemore for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Here's Smith. Good work defensively by Carter.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
And Dedmon throws it down.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
Now, here's Sexton. Kicks it to Fry. Tipped away. Pass to Osman. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Young.
Well, the offense got him the ball in exactly the position they wanted. That's just better defense.
And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That'll be his second foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Alex Len comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Anderson in for Carter. And Cleveland also making a change. Zizic has checked in for Channing Frye. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Cleveland. They trail by 7. 1:35 left here in the second, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
Nance outside. Clock at 6. To end the cold streak, it's deflected. 1:15 left now here in the second. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Hill with it. And it's Lynn picking him up. Hill kicks to Clarkson. There's the pass to Zizic. The dish to Hood.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Cleveland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Cleveland. Rodney Hood. Taking 2 shots. Under 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Clarkson. The stupendous finish in traffic.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's handle has improved, and that allows that kind of move to happen.
Hill against Len. Passes it to Len. Anderson up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. Clock is at 3. Here's Lynn. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Clarkson and the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Jordan Clarkson.
2 shots.
Taking 2 shots. Under 6.
The first free throw is good.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 5 seconds left in the first half. Here's Lynn. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The game was always within a fairly narrow margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. There were a lot of positives for them to take away from the second quarter, where they came from behind to take a 4-point lead at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The Skyview Ferris wheel there in the background. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Channing Frye.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young and Bazemore team up in the backcourt. The big men are Collins and Edmond. And it's Carter in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Lloyd Pierce. Now here is Smith after the miss from Trae Young. Lets it go from deep. Smith, no luck. Atlanta's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Young taking his time here. Sweet little floater. Young's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Now here's Sexton with some arc, and it's good on the way in. Sexton's got 5 now.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Young with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Smith against Carter. Now here is Smith. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Osman. That one no good. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Young left side, and it's good for 2.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Osman. He has 7. And here's Young, and it's good, 2 points.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
You can see the reason it can be a tough day down low, and he's going after it on the glass. Some serious length to contend with.
The Hawks leading by 6. Young up top, 12 points for him. It's good.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Zizic passes to Osman. That's tipped. Zizic kicks to Osman. Now here's Sexton. He's covered by Bazemore. He had a nice open look right there. Osman's got 10 points.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Here's Young. The Cavaliers pull it in. Zizic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nance. The rebound by Young. Pass to Bazemore. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. The feed to Nance. Pass to Zizic. Osman kicks to Smith. Cleveland keeping it alive. Fresh 24. No problems knocking that one down. And that's now 8 points for Colin Sexton.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Young, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The Hawks have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. And so Young nails them both.
There's that accurate touch of his at the stripe. He is locked in.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Sexton the pass to Osman. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Sexton. And that one's good. Osman. Osman's got 12 points in the game.
Well, there is clearly a size mismatch, and from the mid-range, there's no way that shot's going to be blocked.
Now, here's Dedmon. Guarded closer. Young up top. He's got 16. That's tipped. Here's Osman, and he jams it with authority.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Anderson finds Len. It's Young on the wing. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. And here are the Cavaliers now after the miss from Trae Young. The Cavaliers have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look now for Cleveland. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Smith, and George Hills subbed in for Sexton. And so he makes both from the line. The Hawks trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Young kicks to Len. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Clarkson taking his time here. Hill passes to Zizic. Some nice passing by Cleveland here.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Len up top. Herter. He's covered by Clarkson. It's hauled in by Fry. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 8 over Anderson. Rebound, Atlanta. Young's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low. They need this. The shot comes out. Hill with some nice D. Clarkson against Anderson. Clarkson kicks to Hill. Zizic passes to Fry. Off target from three-point range.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, as aggressive as he's been hitting all these shots, they're still behind.
Here's Osman. 17 points in the game. Hill, no good. Anderson outside. Releases. And it's Zizic with the rebound. Zizic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. Osman.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Kicks it to Len. Now the pass to Young.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Hill dishes to Clarkson. It's back to Hill. Pass to Fry. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Clarkson. Takes a 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Pass to Young. Now here's Len. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Osman. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Herter. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. Here's Osman. But they recover it. Tries again. Unable to get that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Pass to Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Hill finds Clarkson. And the pass to Osman. Here's Zizic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
A different look now for Cleveland. Larry Nance has checked in for Zizic. Rodney Hood subbed in for Jetty Osman. Hill against Young. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Clarkson against Anderson. Shot clock at 5. From downtown.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Clarkson against Len. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Atlanta making a switch here. Bazemore's checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
The Cavaliers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
At the line for 2. Under 6.
Free throw, good from Fry.
And the veteran Fry just continues to build upon his fine career. A big man with a sweet touch from the distance.
And both free throws good for Fry.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Outside, Lynn. Out to the right wing. Len down low. He's covered by Clarkson. Len from long range. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Fry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. 4 seconds left. The shot's good. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
And even with the height disadvantage, he finds a way to convert.
Boy, you got to appreciate how confident he was in that instance. He doesn't allow the taller defender to stop him. He's saying, I'll take you on right now.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Gotta fight through it, okay? You gotta screen better, play with more pace, all right? Just for 5 minutes. Give us 5 hard minutes, okay? Hey, next play is 1 hawk. See how they're playing.
And the coach wants some energy here.
I mean, it's going to come down to who wants it more, point blank. And Coach Lue is trying to up his squad's aggressiveness.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Cleveland, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Hill. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Zizic in at the center, filling out the middle. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. One kick kicks to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
This is not a guy who's going to shy away from contact. Justin Anderson powering it in off the drive. Beautiful.
Now, here's Clarkson. Ball's knocked loose. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Bazemore passes to Lynn. Anderson against Hood. Now, here's Dedmon. He's covered closely, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Cavaliers ball.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. Carter comes in for Justin Anderson. Then for the Cavaliers, Smith checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sexton in for Hill. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Sexton kicks to Hood. Here's Zizic. Dedmon defending. The shot by Sexton, no good. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Hawks. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Now here is Carter. From down in the low post, it goes.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Hood, the pass to Zizic. He feeds it to Sexton. Tipped away. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Kicks to Bazemore. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Nance. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Count the basket.
You guys know that's the kind of play that can get J.R. Smith absolutely taking over for a stretch of the game.
J.R. Smith, shooting 1. Under 6.
That's good from J.R. Smith.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Hood against Bazemore. Outside, Lin. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now, here's Sexton. Six on the shot clock. Passes it to Zizic. Hood for 3. No good. The Hawks trail by 7. Bazemore. No one around him. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now, here's Sexton, defended by Lin. Nance trying to break loose. Sexton's shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Lin with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Zizic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That will be foul number 5 on him. Outside, Lin. He kicks it to Dedmon. 4 on the clock. Bazemore for 3.
Well, terrific anticipation on the defensive end. Rodney Hood extending those arms to bother shooters.
Sexton's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside, Lin. That shot missing. Smith with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 8. And Sexton has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 15 points for Colin Sexton.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly, the defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
And he's
has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
Jetty Osman, he's checked in for Hood. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on Lloyd Pierce talking with his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
Well, last year, pretty much a lost year for Lynn. Tore his patella tendon on opening night, and Doris, that was it.
Yeah, that was hard to watch for Jeremy Lin because you know he's put in the time and was penciled in for a big role with Brooklyn. So nice to see him step back between the lines and continue playing.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
Lynn dishes to Carter. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Lynn. Tries a three, and it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Young's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Sexton. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Young. Young's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bazemore on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bazemore's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for Atlanta. Osman kicks to Sexton. Back to Osman. Lets it go with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Drops in the tray.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Osman. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Smith kicks to Sexton. Baseline jumper, and there it is for him. Sexton's got 14 points now in the second half.
You know, he clearly made adjustments at halftime. Smooth offense right now.
Young passes to Carter. Now Dedmon to the inside. It's stolen by Smith. Over in the corner, Osman. Wasted no time on that one. Osman's got 22 points. And the Hawks with possession here. And here's Young. And Bazemore kicks to Young.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Inside, here's Zizic. Smith the pass to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Young outside. Dishes to Carter. Up and in on the layup.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Osman kicks to Zizic. To the middle. And that one's good. Osman, 24 points for him.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Now here's Bazemore. Defense is right there. That one goes in. Bazemore's got 8 points in the quarter. Here's Sexton. Pass to Zizic. He dishes it to Smith. Rebound by the Hawks.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
And finished off by Collins.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Sexton. Shot clock at 6. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And that's all you can do on defense. Sexton just remarkable at maintaining control on those difficult physical finishes. And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Vince Carter picks one up.
If he gets a step that close to the hoop, you know Smith is going to finish with a dunk.
Lenz checked in for the Hawks. Throw good, Smith. The Hawks trail by 7. Bazemore on the wing. 14 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. Bazemore's got 10 points here in the second half.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Certainly not. This is when you want to see tight, aggressive defense, everybody on point down the stretch in a close game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You can't let a smaller guard burn you inside. Still, you got to love Sexton's focus and fearlessness.
Now, here is Young.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Now, here is Smith after the miss from Trae Young. Sexton the pass to Smith. 5 on the clock. And again, it's Cleveland.
Timeout, timeout. And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 9. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And with his game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
It's a take-charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Hill over to help. Back to Young. Now here is Hill. Top of the key, Decker. Out to Hood for the 3. The rebound by Anderson.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
It's Young on the wing.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.